Recording in further. Bone, muscle, and joints. Bone, muscle, and the joint is the lesson we're going to do on the human biology. All right, so humans and including other mammals are considered as vertebrates because the vertebrates is a group. In this group, they have an internal skeleton. Internal hard structure, so they are called vertebrates. Those who have external hard structure, like snails, crabs, prawns, turtles. So they are mostly the skeleton is different. But when we have an internal skeleton, they are considered as vertebrates. So most of the birds, fish, mammals, and amphibians and reptiles like animals, they are considered as the vertebrates. And human has a central axis, a central vertebral column, so human are special, like they have this vertebral columns. And we're going to learn what is the connection between bone, muscle, and joints. So, example, if this is a bone, and this bone is linked to another bone, like this, and these bones are connected with muscles. Muscles are attached to the bones. And here, the meeting point of two bones are called joints. So basically, the bones make the internal skeleton, and this is very helpful for one of the main functions, movement or locomotion. So one of the main function is movement or locomotion. So can you copy this?
Okay. Okay.
We are coming to a little bit of difficult drawings. So we try to draw this complete skeleton. So this represents the bones of the head region. And after that, we have this vertebral column. And vertebral columns, before it starts, the starting point, there is a bone like this. And behind, there is a bone called scapula. And after that, there is a bone in the front side and the rib cage, ribs like this, attaching to this bone. That's a rib cage. And after that, the hip region, there is a bone called pelvis. And to that, the leg bones are attached. And two bones. And here again, two bones. And the hand, this is the bone. And here is the bone from the limb, from the hands. This program is, and one here, one here. Okay, head is too small. Looks funny. Okay. Then there's a bones here. Another set of bones. And then we can get this. Same with the legs, set of bones. Okay, looks scary now. And this is the skeletal system. Now we try to name these bones like this. The bone which make the head region, the complete bone, is called cranium. And the front side, this bone is called collarbone, a collarbone or clavicle. The behind the big bone is scapula. And the one which is in the front side, this one is called sternum, and these are the ribs. And back side, we have a vertebral column. hip bone is called pelvis, and this bone, which is the upper side of the hand, is called humerus, and these two bones called tibia and ulna. And after that, this set of the bones is called carpal, and this set is metacarpal, and these finger bones we call phalanges. I just write it here. Phalanges. And this one is a femur, big bone of the limb is a femur. And these two bones, okay, radius and ulna. Fibula and tibia. This is a little bit corrected now. Should be radius. This should be two bones, radius and ulna. This is fibula and tibia. Carpal, metacarpal, phalanges. Then the other one, tarsal, metatarsals, and phalanges. So tarsal, these are metatarsal and phalanges. Okay, these are the basic and important bones of the skeletal system. Now you can draw this one and label the main parts of the bones. So it's easy because human skeleton system has 206 bones. So you are lucky that you don't want to learn 206. I think you're going to learn only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, like 20 around. 20 names you're going to learn of the skeletal system. So human body has 206 bones. So you are lucky that you're going to learn only a few bones, 20 bones, but only that names.
Okay.
One more time, we check again. The bone made the head is called the cranium. Cranium covered the brain and other important parts of the head region. And we all can feel the collarbone because in front of the shoulder, just the side of the shoulder, we can feel the collarbone. It is mostly a little bit outside. So that's a collarbone. And backside, we can also feel the scapula. Scapula and the collarbone. And in the front side, we can also feel the sternum, and also we can feel the ribs. If we touch, we can feel the ribs, and also we can feel the vertebral column. And we can also feel the pelvis and the femur, maybe not much because muscles covered around the femur. And sometimes we can also feel the humerus, this one. And radius and ulna, yes, we can feel it. And also some bones, carpal, metacarpal, and phalanges. Sometimes phalanges we can feel it. And tibia and fibula bones, we can feel it. And femur is difficult because it's just covered. And these are the other bones. Right. Now, another important thing, if we take the cranium, sternum, and the vertebral column. Cranium, sternum, and the vertebral column. And also the rib cage. So these bones are aligned like this in the middle. The middle axis. So since they're oriented along the middle axis, cranium, sternum, ribs, and the vertebral column. So we call for those collection of bone, axial skeleton. Axial skeleton. And the rest is called appendicular skeleton. Appendicular skeleton. So all other bones, right? All other bones. So we can then divide the skeletal system into appendicular skeleton and axial skeleton. Okay. Can you also include this information to this section?
Okay.
So we have learned the human skeleton system and the important bones of the human skeleton system. So we can also divide the skeletal system into axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. Next, we are going to look how bone is made out of. What is the structure of a bone? So we select the one type of bone. I mean, if we take cranium, rib, or pelvis-like bones, they are different shapes. So we take one example of a bone, maybe a femur, example, femur, or humerus, radius or ulna, fibula or tibula or femur, like this kind of a bones, they are quite long. These bones are quite long. So we consider they are as a long bones. So they are long bones. So if we look basic structure of long bone, so they have a surface. This surface is mostly attached to the other side, like here. So this is the example of a long bone, and we can find very important another structure in the long bone, that is in this region, and maybe this region, we can find another important structure which doesn't look like a bones. It's like a kind of a rubber like things. It's called cartilage. So we can find cartilage on the surface where it's going to join with another bone. So they are in the ends of the long bone. So the function is they act as a cushion. So they act as a cushions and also prevent grinding of bones. So if the cartilage is not well developed, the bone surface can grind with the other bone surface, which is a painful. And to prevent that, cartilage appear in the middle and act as a cushion and also prevent grinding of the long bones. Yes. Okay. Now, if we try to see what is inside of the bone, we can find outer layer. So this outer layer is called periosteum. Periosteum. And inside of the bone, we can also find a space in the middle. So here, this is the middle space and it is not empty. So this space is not empty and it is filled with most of the long bone with a fat and cells, and we call it bone marrow. And the bone, this region is soft a little bit than the other region. So these regions are called spongy bone. and these are called compact bone. The marrow consists of fat and cells. So mostly we should know bone marrow produce red blood cells. It is a place to produce the blood cells. And the two ends of the bones, it's called epiphysis. Okay, can you copy this one?